So we have Jake Hoyle, NYAC on the left, Adam Rodney, FC on the right. Both of them are national team members. Peter Westbrook, sorry, on the right. Both of them are national team members, and it's Jake Hoyle's birthday today.
Yes, and they're
happy birthday, Jake!
As of a few minutes ago, when Adam defeated Alan Hadzik in the top 4.
Oh, interesting.
So what's interesting here is that both of these fencers are really, really good at being up and winning from being up by 1 touch.
So they just strangle their leads, you mean?
They're great at strangling leads. I'm curious to see how this tracks out in the beginning.
I know these guys have fenced a lot in national finals before as well.
And they're both New York natives, so...
So they fence each other a lot.
Yes.
And there's a huge AC/FCPWF rivalry. Especially in Epee.
Yes. But they're going to still be coaching in this match. And you'll see both of them are just sort of... It's kind of a weird situation because neither of them are on the defensive right now, but neither of them really want to commit to the attack too much, so they're just doubling.
Jake has been pushing pretty hard, and Adam is okay. Wow! That was great.
And that... critical action. I'm interested to see if, because the logic would say that Jake doesn't
back
push as
off a
hard
little
here,
bit,
but
we'll see.
Maybe he'll think that Adam's expecting that and get a surprise action out of it. You'll see Adam sneaking his way distance further. I'm sure that's how we've seen most other fencers push, but if you've ever seen Adam fence, don't be surprised for some weird blade actions and footwork.
Yeah, Adam looks like he's attached to a marionette who doesn't really know what he's... puppeteer who doesn't really know what he's doing.
But it works. And it makes him very unpredictable.
Tell me I'm wrong.
It's hard to tell which direction he's actually going.
Yeah, it's very...
Because both of his feet tend to go in opposite directions.
It's definitely unorthodox.
But there's definitely a logic to it, too. Make no mistake, it's very intentional and very much part of his game.
Have you fenced either of these guys before?
No, my bouts.
So far we've had 4 doubles and 1 single.
What's been interesting to me is there's not been a ton of action on the blade except for the one that Jake scored. And I think that'll be deciding because neither of them wants to sweep for the blade first because then the other can just finish the action. But if they do, and there you go, that's exactly what just happened. He swept for the blade, Adam finishes action. But if he wants to get a single, that's what he has to do. Just has to find a better timing and distance.
Yeah, I think
now we're tied back up.
Much farther out of distance than he is.
And I think we're going to see Jake.
That was a little greedy. They both want the foot.
Well, perhaps not even just they both want the foot, they both want to fake the foot.
To set up maybe a real action to the body.
Exactly. And to show that they can, if you can get a large extension to the foot and then bring the tip up. Or it could be a real action foot, and that's sort of the game they're playing here. Is which is it? Is it an imitation? Is it an actual action? And that's part of the danger here. Jake really likes action on the blade with the parry post, but Adam is great at getting parried and leaving his blade out and hitting. And there's no right way in Epee, so.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Ooh, that's got to be a card.
Card for what?
Did he just scream the F word?
Did he?
That's what it sounded like to me. Alright, I guess I'm wrong.
Happened with that earlier, and Rodney said he was speaking in Norwegian.
I'd like to see a YouTube subtitle of that. Norwegian. As we all know, Rodney is a Norwegian name.
And what just happened here is really interesting.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Jake went for an attack, which we haven't seen him do much yet, and Adam was the one who stepped back and clipped him this time. Kind of the opposite of that other action. That was what Jake was trying to do, I think it was 5-5 or 4-4 or 5-4 in Jake's favor when Adam tied it up.
Oh, that was really nice.
There he actually went to foot, and that's I think the first actual foot action that we've seen here. I don't believe he was really trying to hit it in the other actions, and that's why it's so dangerous because I don't think Jake realized it was real until it was too late.
That could have hit. It was just a lateral miss. So what is that, 7 doubles now?
And again, that's why we said being up by 1 is so important.
Let's go, Jake!
And that was a beautiful attack.
That was really nice.
In a right-away weapon, that would have been called a remise, and he looked like he had fallen short, and there was just more to it. He just kept going. And Adam, I think, had backed off, thought he was out of distance, but wasn't quite.
Yeah, Jake really likes that 6-take flick to the thigh. Jake just likes to flick.
And you can see why he's quite good at it.
Yeah, he is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
James getting advice from our teammate James Call. Adam is getting advice from his coach, Alexei Cheremsky.
Jake, of course, coached by Aladar over there, who doesn't really travel, I think.
No, he does not.
But so Jake is very used to not having his coach with him. However, Jake and James, both teammates,
They train together regularly.
train together. I think a great sort of fencing story of two good friends who are going to help each other out. There's just fantastic fencing. I mean, this has been a great bout so far. Both such high-level fencers. I think it'll be interesting to see how if at all, they change up the strategy in this second period. The first period, too, was quite high scoring, and I think the reason for that was that they knew they can't both his way around. And we'll see. I'm curious to see if either of them choose to go on the offensive on the first action. Really some fantastic fencing.
Yeah, this has been a really good bout so far.
And I think this is the closest bout that Jake's had so far today. He's pretty much steamrolled the rest of the people on the way to this final.
Yeah, he has.
So, you know.
And for a bout with so many double touches, this has actually been really interesting.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing that was interesting is the double touches look very much like the single lights, in that the line between those has been so skinny, and there's such a small margin for error. That's what I think that's what this is going to be decided on. Ooh, Adam waiting on the line, does nothing when they say fence. The mind games are afoot.
That was really nice.
That is a beautiful moment, and it looks like a dangerous time to flush. He was kind of far.
Yeah, he really caught him
I think
sleeping.
he convinced Adam that he wasn't really committed, and then just nailed him. By the time he realized it was too late. Another thing too, I mean, Jake being left-handed, a lot of Adam Rodney's game has to do with that stepping back, hitting him on the arm, the wrist, and Jake is just a little bit weird to hit like that.
And you would know, you fenced him yesterday, didn't you?
I did, and he absolutely cleaned the floor with me, let the record reflect.
I saw that.
But Jake, I mean, a fantastic fencer, top 16 in the world. Had a crazy good season, 2-time NCAA champion. No surprises in the finals here.
Oh! That was a great exchange.
Good
job,
That was one
Jakey.
of the first ones that we've seen that came down to blade actions. Curious to see what this conversation is here.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Maybe telling him to stop speaking in Norwegian.
Is he actually speaking Norwegian?
No, he's not.
Oh.
Ready. Fence.
Let's go, Jake! Now
And
doubles
this
are
is
really
one
good for Jake because it's getting pretty close. 2 more of those and it's going to be completely over.
But it's not completely over yet. I mean, these are two fencers that have a ton of experience. They're still fighting quite hard. Adam isn't going to randomly double. I mean, he's going to go for those singles. He knows what it will take. The question is, will he be able to pull it off? Cheeky shot at the hand there. Jake says no.
I think I heard him say that. Oh, wow, I thought that missed.
He did miss the first action and sort of fell into it with his knees. That was fantastic distance and timing. It looked like Jake didn't hit his first action, but had a backup plan. He was ready to go premeditatively. And that sort of just relentless slot of puzzles, I think, is part of what makes his fencing so strong.
Just almost the last touch. Let's go, Jake!
And Adam shows it's not over yet.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful action, close distance. Jake, you can tell, was kind of going for the double. Fantastic touch.
Ready, fence.
Crazier things have happened than the comeback here.
Yeah.
And Jake Hoyle is our Region 1 National Epee Champion of 2019.
Good job, Jake.
Fantastic bout between two
All
now
right,
teammates.
ladies and gentlemen, hardcore battle here in our Division 1 men's event. Congratulations.